Welcome to another late IHP show where we get to chit chat with your 5D mystic here on life partners, relationships, and spiritual and self-help. So I've decided to make this into a series. We'll see how it goes because I know that YouTube's algorithm enjoys for us to change up our titles on podcasts. But since relationship, psych education, self-help is helpful to people, plus spiritual awakening guidance, I'm going to run with it. And maybe we'll have another late IHP show after this one. But in the meantime, here's the deal. A divine feminine, a person who is a 5D mystic, she doesn't have saga or drama with her twin flames, or soulmates. It's because emotions aren't yucky. There's not a negativity with any of those things called, oh, look, I'm sad. Oh, look, I'm mad. Oh, look, I don't know, upset. Okay, so I'm just saying, the cloak of Christ, yes, Jesus, thank you. We learn easily how we are not going to hang over the head of anyone. Oh, look, I forgave you. Meaning, when you have what's called equanimity, no ill will, it's because you have no low self-esteem. So raise your hand if you have no low self-esteem because you have no shame button. Okay, good. Now, here's the deal. I don't heal from trauma charges. I deal with my trauma charges because my mother didn't make me feel ashamed of having any of my baby gooey emotions. Seems ridiculous, huh? It's not ridiculous. My body's my home. My brain's my home. In fact, I'm my home, and I don't talk about it like a person who's in spirituality soul age group because I'm in the enlightenment soul age group. And it's really fun. In fact, actually, it's so fun that when I sit in silence in my head, I'm like, wow, I know the truth. I've got the power. Yes, and channeling is amazing. So the truth is that I can alchemize my own emotional plane without projecting it. So my 14-month-old doesn't like someone or something. I won't be like, oh, they're evil, Knievel, medieval. Nope. And I don't lack the imagination. I actually have a buttload of it. I don't need any of it, though. I'm a 5D mystic, so I channel all the time. Yeah, it's amazing. And I've been channeling more. So there's a couple songs that came for this one. Who Fight the Fire, right? We got the fire, Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire, and I actually found the adapted version of that one. We might have something for our channel guidances on Fridays. We didn't start the fire, but we have, yeah. So everybody in the 5D collective that loves Jesus and God and everything that is about humanity, raise your hand. We're all coming on board to save our planet, yes, without criticizing people like teenagers. That's because we have healthy self-worth. And yes, I said teenagers, and anytime you hear me say that, it's adaptive child behaviors of people who basically are perfectionists and unforgiving. The unforgiving is a lot more important than the perfectionist thing, because you can be a flexible, adaptive, coherent, energized, stable brain and still be perfectionist. Raise your hand again. Inner child adult right here. I just learned how to share the floor and not to make anybody a part of I have 2 hands, 2 feet. I want something done. I get to do it myself. That's why I take flight all the time, not just sometimes. Oh, it's also why we love more. So, you know how you move beyond the one. Yeah, there's a reason for that because the one is going to stick around. So I wouldn't have to move beyond one, right? But to stick around means you need to know who you are. You need to know who you are. I found a lot of people don't have clarity on who they are, their sense of self. They like to blame Lucifer and devils and demons for a lot of things. I found that there's no evil. Even before I was attachment trauma informed, I saw the big picture. And that's because Jesus told me, like God, that I'm with my brothers and sisters, which are all human beings. And I didn't get into a low self-esteem ego. So again, I already knew as a child that there's enough to go around, because my mother taught me how to have that thing called gratitude and grace. And then I love using my mind. So in silence, again, I knew there was something to do with silence in my life. I love silence. And I know a lot about collaborating with my left and right mode. So you can do that with your self-help. Yes, over here at IHP, if you want to do emotions. So if you don't want to be at home in your body with the emotional plane, there's a Zen master who tells you about laundry in your body, and that's why people who think that reclaiming their power means they're being assholes to each other, you know what I mean? So yeah, life partner means that you stay with me for life. And the whole till death do us part, yeah, I saw a lot of adolescents as I grew up, and now I'm seeing more of them, and they have the same not very smart brains that I saw as a teenager. And let me think, the brain from 12 to 24 is actually an adolescent brain. Then your executive decision-making functions continue and finalize to develop for the woman body, 25, the man body, 27, brain. And what I've noticed is there's a lot of people that like Hangover and crappy movies, and they tell me that I don't know what life is about and that doing gender stereotypes is all that life is. So, you know, I mean, Pinocchio with that wooden body is quite interesting. So what is love? Love is that I don't need to keep you. I will actually know if you're an empowered human being because you keep your word. If you don't keep your word, I know you're not an empowered human being. It's very simple. Oh, and not in a rigid way. Again, the miracles are endless. It's very much in time you will show me who you are because, you know, you're a butterfly always. So when somebody's consistently, contingently communicating, they let you know things. Also, they will let you know if they do want more of you or not, and that's because they're going to tend to the small things with you. And then they're going to show you how they love you, always, not just sometimes. Okay, so very simple. There's no saga or drama with our twin flames. Now, you do, as a spiritual awakening process person, the ones of you who are mystics, have this slow and steady race to do, but yet, if you do emotions, I've noticed a lot of Elsa journey. They don't know their own worth. So they treat people like pieces of shit. And they actually talk about the divine masculine as not awoke. Yeah, that's what got me. So I'm here for the 5D collective. We're in another moment of transformation. The divine feminines, we don't act as if we're beautiful. We know our worth because I'm a gooey, ooey, ooey 3-year-old with a whole heart. And learning from the past is easy because it doesn't rule me. So I'm not an unconsciousness of my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. I know all about myself. And then my 8 to 16. And in fact, I know how to be playful because those adolescents, they showed me what backstabbers are. They're people who are moody. And now I know adaptive child behavior. They're moody too. They are actually going to make everything about themselves, thinking they're bridled, and yeah, they block you, unfriend you, stuff like that, call you names. I'm a polyamory person. You can imagine what kind of names. Oh, they don't watch their words. I'm sure some people think, do you watch yours? Well, I try, but I'm not doing the whole political correct thing because if I wanted to do politician, I would be in politician stuff. I don't. I actively actually am loyal to what I love, which is helping the people who want to do emotions and be their self. The freedom of being you is yours. Yep, and your life partner will want you to be you. If they tell you to change, you say, you know what, there's a window over here. No, there's a door. I'll be nice enough. Emotions are a reflection of who I am. And you telling me to change, well, I don't need you to keep on living. I need air, water, and food. So I don't want to leave you alone. I just don't think that you know what your responsibility is, which is to remember, where do you come from? So tend to your own childhood stuff. Is it welcoming? Did you get told how beautiful you are? You know what? I love being about a Neapolitan daughter. My mother's a Neapolitan. They have a saying here, even a cockroach is beautiful to their mother. So no matter how imperfect and flawed I am, I don't have to act as if I'm beautiful. I am beautiful inside and out, and not with grandiosity, because that's a low self-esteem person who wasn't treated as if they're beautiful. Don't get it wrong. So yeah, the whole evil thing, they're all people who need good therapists. The ones who get that, they actually represent what love is. I saw a beautiful representation of what love is. And so when people tend to their emotional plane, that's when they're deciding, oh, I want genuine relationships. Yes, I do. It's not about the words you speak to each other. It's about the commitment you make. Integrity, honesty, morals. Morals are how are you treating each other? The first thing I'm going to notice about any human being on the face of this planet is how do you treat your neighbor when they throw shit in your face? Number one, divine feminine, I'm going to watch you speak from your mouth. If you tell me humans are broken, you're not in the 5D collective yet. You don't know that humans are not broken. If they lost something sacred their first year of life, yeah. It's called they didn't get something happen. So there's a trust break. They can heal it with a good therapist, and then they can continue doing self-help. Life partners stick around. It's very straightforward. And when a man or a woman or someone doesn't text you back, well, we don't need closure. Consistency will show us where they're headed. And believe me, if they are headed somewhere which is far, far, far away, they're not going to text you at all. But if they're busy, they'll text you again. Emotional maturity, mental maturity, twin flame and flames and soulmates and life partnerships are real deals. So tune into another part, but I think we're going to title it something different. In the meantime, all of those who are in the 5D collective that will be joining IHP are enamored with what's to come because we are empowered. We don't need to be our superheroes or supervillains. It's called we're infinite higher human conscious potential. Tune in for more.